Hello everybody, my name is Rob, and this is Minecraft. This is a Minecraft mod called BaseTour2, and what are we going to be doing today? Well, today I have a question for you. How do you turn X into Y? A whole lot of microprocessing. So, what am I looking at here? I am looking at my couple of upgrades for the machines here. This was a just a regular smelting factory, but I needed to upgrade the machine to produce a lot of glass from a lot of sand. And in order to do bulk process that glass, I needed a bit of an upgrade. A few upgrades, actually. A couple of speed upgrades and energy upgrades for some of the other machines back here. So, why do I need all these upgrades? Well, I need all these upgrades in order to build a farm. And why do I need the farm? Well, I need the farm because I am lacking slime. So, and this is the farm. So this is a cactus farm. And why do I need a cactus farm if I need slime? Why not just build a slime farm? Well, you can create slime from dough and a green dye, and cactus is a source of green dye. And since I need a lot of upgrades and a lot of machines, I need a lot of cactus. So I went ahead and built this farm. This farm is from a YouTuber who goes by the name of Avomets, and this is his design. I'm slightly off on my row count here, but that's fine. It still does the job. I'm still getting stacks of cacti. So this is his design, but his item transport solution was water. Was waterways all the way through the system, but because we have access to vector plates from Mechanism, and I was having problems with the water, I just went ahead and switched part of the item transport solution to vector plates, which worked out really nicely. So, So green dye and slime is a necessary component for item storage. Now, why do I need more item storage? Well, I was having a problem with a byproduct of my generator system, which created a item known as Substrate. It is a item created from let's see, is it gonna do? Oh, there it goes. From biofuel and water and hydrogen, and that process creates ethylene gas, which fuels the system here through the gas burning generator. But I was having a problem because I was producing so much substrate, it was clogging the system. That's no longer a problem. Why is that no longer a problem? Because I added this little system down here. And this little system uses a factory hopper placed beneath the pressurized reaction chamber, which produces the substrate. And here in the item config, system with eject on, because you want to push out the items. On this bottom slot configuration here, I tell it to output, and that outputs the items into this item factory hopper, and I didn't use a regular hopper because the regular hopper is too slow, and with the factory hopper you can speed it up so it doesn't clog up the system and you don't have tons of stuff in here clogging the system and causing it to back up into the storage. So what it does is this factory hopper, because of the way it's facing, I believe, tells the items to drop into the storage chute. You don't need 2 storage chutes, and this is from Create. They drop into the chutes and down into this Petal Apothecary. The Petal Apothecary is from Botania, and the Petal Apothecary here is filled with lava, and like lava does what lava does best, anything that is thrown into it gets destroyed, and that solves part of the storage solution problem that was caused by the substrate, which is now no longer a problem. And don't worry, the substrate doesn't have that much of a use. You can use it to create some plastic things and plastic sticks, but other than that, there's not really much of a use for it. So now that I have that solution, I can store, I can go ahead and use the green dye that I get from the cactus farm to create storage solutions like this 64K storage disks, which is created from a lot of processors, and the processors use processor binding, and the processor binding uses a slime and its couple of variations and string. So one way to get the green slime balls is with dough, which is a mix of water and flour, and green dye. So that's one way to get slime that you use for your processing. So why do I need so many storage solutions? Well, I'm going to be moving this whole system over here somewhere, but in order to do that, I need to transfer the items from one system to the other, so I have to have that ready before I do that. So how do you get dough? Well, you get dough by crushing wheat. By crushing wheat, you can crush wheat a number of different ways, but you get more if you use the crushing wheels from the Create mod. You just set up the wheels. There's a tutorial on how to power these. I'm not going to go into that right now, but maybe later. But you shove the wheat into the hoppers. The hoppers get crushed by the wheels, and it is turned into flour. Wheat flour. Specifically wheat flour. So in order to get all that wheat, I needed to make a farm, which you may have seen, but we're going to take a look at now. So this wheat farm is a Create wheat farm. It is made from a campfire down below, which powers an encased fan that you have to turn on with a lever. And the lever then powers a mechanical bearing that you then attach a radial chassis to. And let me wait for this here just for 1 second. And then the arms, I don't have it enabled. Whoops. Hang on 1 second. Let me fix that real quick here, and there it is. I need a new hoe. I guess that's one more item on the list. So, anyways, radial chassis. The arms are created with linear chassis, and in order to feed the seeds to the mechanical harvesters, you need to attach the chests to the linear chassis with slime. So, you attach the chests to the arm, and the chests go into this portable storage interface. Now, in order to get items from the portable storage interface into the system, you can put a chute below the portable storage interface into a chest or some other solution. And that is how you get your wheat for the doughs. Now, I also built, in order to automate the potato power solution, I created this potato farm, which works exactly like the wheat farm, with the exception to the storage solution here. So, after the wheat potatoes get dropped into the chest, they are transferred into a factory hopper, which is needed for it to be sped up. And the factory hopper is then transferred into an energized smelter, which is powered by a flux point, which is connected to the main power network. And you need to have the surge, disable the limit, and have chunk loading on. Which I don't think it does the thing, but it might do the thing, so better safe than sorry. So, the energized smelter, it's not upgraded, but it probably needs some other upgrades like speed and maybe energy. It turns the raw potatoes into baked potatoes. And the baked potatoes are then imported with the importer into the system. So, the baked potatoes are imported into the system using this network receiver. You connect the network receiver to the system with a network card by right-clicking the network card on a network transmitter, and then right-clicking that network card onto your network receiver, and then you put that network card into the network transmitter. So, this cable here is an experiment because I don't have a lamp of growth. There it is. I don't have a lamp of growth attached to this farm yet, or that farm yet, because I don't have a digital miner yet. But I will soon, because you need a digital miner to harvest the rock roots. which are needed to create the lamp of growth, which instantly grow your crops here. So this cable shoves bone meal, which is done with the exporter. The importer puts items into the system. The importer puts items into the system from inventories. The exporter takes items out of the system and puts it into inventories, which is what this exporter is doing with the bone meal here. And this plant fertilizer is powering this simple single I must be out of bone meal, which will eventually power this, which was powering this plant with a single potato plant, because it only works on one block in front of it. There may be some sort of upgrade system, but I'm not sure exactly what that is. So, and then these baked potatoes are transferred from the energized smelter back into the crusher, back here, which then turns those baked potatoes into biofuel, which is then turned into power. Now, what else did we build? I also built, I needed a area for critters, because I was creating, crafting, please don't crash. I was crafting elevators, and I was having a shortage of wool, and the elevators are crafted with wool and ender pearls. Right? Yes, ender pearls and wool, and I was having a shortage of wool. So to solve that problem, I created a micro space for the sheep, and then I went ahead and expanded the area and hollowed out this little cave system here. And created this area for the sheep here. And I also moved our horse into this area. And I also created a little barn here, so that if you're on the outside, you know that this area is where the critters are. And this is what the barn looks like on the outside. I believe this is from a couple of different YouTube tutorials, but I could be wrong. But the color scheme is from another YouTube video. I just did a little different take on it and gave it a different little bit of a roof system. But it gets into the cactus farm area, which is fine. I might give it some windows or another trim, but it's fine. And basically, this is the outside of a large blackstone. We saw nothing. Of a large blackstone fortress, and you see little bits and bobs like this. Sticking out of the blackstone fortress. So, I believe I also may have fixed the iron golem farm here. It started producing at the start, and then it stopped for a second there. And I think I may have fixed it. but I doubt it now. So it is this may need I may need to have another iron solution, but maybe that's for the future. So, speaking of the future, what is next? I need to find a way to automate slime ball production, and I have a suggestion that I got from the forums, and I'll have to take a look at that. So you will probably see that next episode. Also, next episode, you will probably see some sort of tree farm up here, around here, maybe above this, or somewhere around here. So, because I need to finally work on this mine colony warehouse. And once I have the warehouse, then the idea is I can stock it. Missed again. There. I can stock it with food. And if that doesn't work, I can build the restaurant finally. And that'll keep them fed. And if that won't, then I can just stock the food myself. So, I need a lot of wood. And to make a lot of wood, I need a tree farm. And that'll be one of the projects that we tackle next. It'll probably just be another tree farm. So we're probably gonna have to do that. And another solution to the iron problem is we may have to build a digital miner finally after we do all of our item and power solution transfer and moving to new locations. And eventually we're going to get into Psi, and because we may need to find the fortress later, we're going to need some faster flight than this. Can you feel the pain? Can you really feel the pain? You should be able to feel the pain. I mean, and to do that, we're going to be taking a look into Botania. So that's quite a few things that we're going to do. But that will probably be for the next episode, but not next week, because next week is a Game Jam week. Well, this week is a Game Jam week, so you probably won't see an episode next week, but maybe the week afterwards. I'll have plenty of time to make one. I should have plenty of time to make a new episode after the Game Jam week. So, I do believe that is it from me. Thank you for watching, and go ahead and like the video, and you can share, and go ahead and share, and most importantly, like the video. That really helps a lot. This has been Ron. I will probably go take a nap now, and so I won't be tired for next time. And I will see you in the next episode.